How old were you when you realized? Part 6. Okay, so the flap on your fries box actually has a purpose. Like, you can really put sauce on there to dip your fries in. Yo, how come nobody told me this, bro? What the? Oh! Please tell me I'm not the only one that didn't know this. Apparently, tigers also have striped skin and not just striped fur. I literally could have gone my entire life without knowing that. Okay, so if you type the word rage with the brackets around it in the comments, it makes a weird-ass TikTok emoji. Go ahead, try it. Yo, so you're actually supposed to use these like this and not like this. Bro, I've been doing these wrong my entire life. What the f? Okay, this is trippy, but Tom and Jerry are actually best friends. But Tom has to pretend to hate Jerry because if Tom's owner figures out that they both like each other, then Tom's gonna get replaced by a cat that actually wants to kill Jerry. My childhood is ruined. Squidward is actually an octopus and not a squid. What?
Life hacks you'll thank me for, part 1. You know how every time you go to pull out a piece of aluminum foil, the whole tube comes out? Well, there's these little tabs on either side of the box. You just push those in and it holds the tube in place. Okay, do you know why those plastic pasta spoons have a hole in the middle of them? They're actually supposed to be used to measure out a single serving size of pasta. Did you know that most medicine bottles that have the child-proof caps can actually be flipped over and used on the other side so that they're much easier to open? This is especially handy for the elderly. Like and follow for more life hacks.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chillin' with my homies. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chillin' with my homies. Chicken wing, hot dog.
I saw this on TikTok. Take a Ziploc of hot water and let's see if this works. Shut the front door! In 2 seconds, my kids aren't gonna be late to school. This is awesome. Guys, this is crazy.
How old were you when you realized? Part 7. Okay, so apparently when you go to a store and buy bread, the color of the tags on the bag are actually based on the day it was baked. Yo, how come nobody was ever gonna tell me this, bro? What the? Oh! Okay, so I don't really know his name, but this character from Mario is actually not a mushroom. He's just wearing a hat. And my childhood is ruined. Okay, so if you type the word shock with the brackets around it in the comments, it makes a weird-ass TikTok emoji. Go ahead, try it. Yo, so the Krabby Patty secret formula actually consists of an ingredient called Poseidon powder. And if you look up what that is, it refers to cocaine. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, so apparently caffeine water is actually a thing. Like, you can really purchase coffee water that's in a bottle. What the hell? Wait a minute. Fruit Loops is actually spelled with 2 O's and not F-R-U-I-T loops. What? How old were you when you realized? Part 1. Alright, so SpongeBob's house is circular, right? You see that? But the inside of it has corners. Yo, how do we not see this? Okay, so this is trippy, but apparently flames don't have shadows. Yo, what the fuck? So if you hold down 0, you get the degree symbol. Yo, where the hell was this when I needed it, bro? Rubbing chapstick on your Scantron will never mark it wrong. Yo, my dumbass could've went to Harvard, bro. The houses at the bottom of Bikini Bottom are car mufflers caused from pollution. I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Goofy was actually a cow and not a dog, bro. What?
You've been using your ears wrong.
Look at this. Oh, sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, wow, that looks really cool.
This is how not to hammer in a nail. Now this is the proper way to hammer a nail. Insert. You're welcome.
You can just cut it away.
So what's the point of digging it out? So there's no peels in the mashed potato. Who wants peels in mashed potatoes?
Life hacks you'll thank me for, part 11. Did you know that the lines on a Solo cup can actually act as measurement marks for alcohol measurement? This line right here is equivalent to a pint of beer. The next line down is 12 ounces, which is a standard beer bottle size. This line is 5 ounces, which is approximately 1 serving of wine, and this one is 1 fluid ounce, which equals a shot. If you need to freeze ice cubes in a pinch, use hot water instead of cold water. It actually freezes faster. This is actually called the Mpemba effect. If you crack an egg and accidentally get shell in your bowl, the fastest way to remove your shell is actually using the remaining piece of your eggshell to get the smaller piece out. The sharp edge of the shell is able to cut through the whites as opposed to using your fingers, which just slide the shell around. Like and follow for more life hacks.
How old were you when you realized? Part 3. Alright, so the tab on a soda can is actually a straw holder. Yo, how come nobody told me this? What? Apparently Owl's legs actually look like this. Yo, I would literally shit my pants if this thing came running at me. So if you type hee hee with the brackets around it in the comments, it creates a weird ass TikTok emoji. Go ahead, try it out. Wait. The iPhone clock app is actually a working clock. Yo, how come I never saw this? What the fuck? Subway Surfers was a game that a dad created in memory of his son that died while skating in the train tracks. That literally just ruined my childhood. Winnie the Pooh is actually a girl? What?
I just realized that deck the halls means decorate the halls for Christmas. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but it makes so much sense.
Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana all make a chef doing some cooking. Tennessee is the pan, Kentucky is the fried chicken.
So, I was today years old, and I found out this goddamn water fountain that's been here for like fucking 10 years it has a fucking refrigerator.
How old were you when you found out that the circle on a jug of milk is actually there to tell you if the milk's good or bad? So when it's inside, it's good, and when it pops out, it means it's gone bad. Mind blown. I was today years old when I found that out.
Confession time. I was yesterday years old when I figured out what this was for. I used to think that it was some kind of lid or something that didn't pertain to me, and I would just pop it off and throw it away. I used to always get the syringe all dirty, or I would try and pour the last little bit in the top to get the medicine in there. Then yesterday I decided not to take it off and just push it in the bottle and see what would happen. Come to find out, that's exactly what I'm supposed to do. Now you have a nice, neat little hole that you can get the medicine out without making a mess. Mind you, I've had kids for 3 years. Why did it take me this long to figure it out? Confession time. I was yesterday years old when I figured out what this was for. I used to think that it was some kind of lid or something that didn't pertain to me, and I would just pop it off and throw it away. They used to always get the syringe all dirty, or I would try and pour the last little bit in the top to get the medicine in there. Then yesterday I decided not to take it off and just push it in the bottle and see what would happen. Come to find out, that's exactly what I'm supposed to do. Now you have a nice, neat little hole that you can get the medicine out without making a mess. Mind you, I've had kids for 3 years. Why did it take me this long to figure it out?
How old were you when you realized? Part 4. Apparently when you snap your fingers, the sound is actually caused from your middle finger hitting your palm, and not your middle finger and thumb. Yo, how come I never realized this? What? SpongeBob's parents are actually dried up sponges, and not cookies. Yo, my entire childhood, I thought they were cookies, bro. What the? Oh. Yo, so if you type the word cute with the brackets around it in the comments below, it actually makes a weird-ass TikTok emoji. Go ahead, try it. Yo, so I just realized that I'm actually verified now. Yo, what? Okay, so Mr. Krabs isn't actually Pearl's dad. He is. What? The alphabet is actually Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Apparently you sing them both the same way. Yo, what the f?
I was today years old when I learned this. Is that the instructions on the back?
Yeah.
Dude, I have...
Burned the whole bag.
Holy shit.
You thought I was just...
Okay, go.
So you know how people usually just pull them out like this? Now there's an easy way. There's a little zip tie thing right there. You just pull it.
Crazy dog.
I'm just now realizing how you should really be peeling a mango. So you cut around the bottom like this. I know I could probably be slow, and meanwhile y'all already knew this and it was just me. You cut around the bottom like that, and then you cut it into like, but you don't push all the way down. You just barely cut the skin. So I cut this way, and then I'm gonna cut this way, which is like, so now it's like in quarters. You can only do this with a soft one. Then you just like kind of peel at the top because now it's in 4s. Okay. Technical difficulties. And you just peel it. This is really blowing my mind.
So we all know that with e.l.f. lipstick, the bottom pops off and there's a little lip balm, right? Well, what if I told you that Ulta does the same thing?
You're telling me this whole time this bitch opens and closes? I've been going over it this whole time for nothing? Time to shower. That's fucking...
So you're telling me that I've got 28 years trying to fight with this stupid little thing, trying to pull it out, and all I had to do was this? Are you kidding me?
Am I the only one just now learning that these flat spots in the ice cube tray are there so you can fill each cube evenly? I mean, look at that. Instead, I've been doing this my whole life.
Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. No punches got to roll with. You got to keep me focused. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. No punches got to roll with. You got to keep me focused.
Yo, y'all see this box of Capri Sun I got right here?
Am I the only one that just figured this out today? Or maybe I'm an uncultured piece of shit? Or maybe I'm just straight up an idiot? Like, there's a lot of things that could be. But they open like this? What?
I'm kind of mad at myself, and it's the dumbest reason to be mad. I just made mac and cheese for the boys, and I actually, for once, made it like the box recommends, which is 4 freaking tablespoons of butter and 1/4 cup of milk. And I took a bite. I'm mad. It's freaking delicious. Every time I make it, it's like too soupy. It's too dry. It's like, read the dumb box. Oh my god.
I was today years old when I learned this life hack from that girl. Opened my Gushers and was pissed they were all red. Y'all, it tells you what the name is. Tropical or strawberry. Today years old, guys.
Everybody knows if you take an Oreo and dunk it in milk for a long time, it'll totally disintegrate. But did you know if you just take a little bit of the milk, you can actually use the moisture of the milk and watch, you can stretch the cookie just like that.
So guys, we bought this thing for our shower and I never noticed, but there's actually a hole at the bottom and it's for your conditioner and your shampoo to go into so you can have easy access.
Things you didn't know had names, part 3. Also, guys, thank you for 600,000. I love you. A souffle cup is the little paper cup that you hold like ketchup and mustard. You would think your condiments would be a little more fancy to be called a souffle cup, but apparently not. This little metal bit connecting the pencil to the eraser is called a ferrule. Vagitis is the crying or wailing of a newborn baby, which comes from an even more terrifying term, vagitus uterinus, which means the crying of a fetus from inside the womb. The keeper is that last loop on your belt. That one. A division symbol is called an obelus. Boop, there we go, obelus.
Phloem
is that long stringy part of the banana when you peel the banana, but then those long little stringies are still there and you kind of have to peel those off too. Yeah. Things you didn't know had names, part 3. Also, guys, thank you for 600,000. I love you. A souffle cup is the little paper cup that you hold like ketchup and mustard. You would think your condiments would be a little more fancy to be called a souffle cup, but apparently not. This little metal bit connecting the pencil to the eraser is called a ferrule. Vagitus is the crying or wailing of a newborn baby, which comes from an even more terrifying term, vagitus uterinus, which means the crying of a fetus from inside the womb. The keeper is that last loop on your belt. That one. A division symbol is called an obelus. Boop, there we go, obelus.
Phloem
is that long stringy part of the banana when you peel the banana, but then those long little stringies are still there and you kind of have to peel those off too. Yeah.
I was today years old when I learned this. Magnet, wall, stud finder.
Okay, I'm a 17-year-old and a junior in high school, and I just now learned this today. If you take the first 3 digits that make up pi, write them out, and then make it backwards, it spells the word pie. How am I just now learning this?
All right, so all of you drivers know what this is. This is the visor. So if you're driving directly towards the sun, you can flip this up, or if the sun's on the side of you, you can turn it to the side. But let me tell you something. Did you guys know about this?
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator.
Ay, I walk around like that. Finger on the trigger. Just try to eat it, nigga.
Impossible. Impossible! Brother.
You ever wonder why, even after you brush your teeth, your breath still stinks? It's because you're doing it wrong. Never wet your toothbrush in water. You should be doing is grabbing your mouthwash and pouring it right on top. There you go. Now you're ready.
How old were you when you figured out that packs of ramen noodles are actually 2 servings? You're supposed to split them up and save the second part for later. Every time I eat ramen noodles, I have 2 packs at once, so I guess I've been having 4 servings.